I just want to encourage you that, I've had tremendously difficult family things happening this past year as well. And so, yeah, that means we're not moving at the pace that we've always been working at, right? And I've really had to let that go and in my very perfectionist self, be okay with it and focus on the things that we are doing and that, like, it sounds like your family's having a really difficult time. And I really feel like with what's been going on with my family, taking the time to talk to my kids during the day about their feelings and what they're struggling with, and taking care of your mom, like your kids are learning life lessons that you can't get out of a book. And that you can't, that doesn't mean you're behind. They're learning other things, right? And so the key, I think, is just to keep on going, keep being consistent. I mean, even with all of the craziness that's been happening in my family, we are still keeping our consistent routines. We may not be able to put everything in, like I said, and I'm okay with that because we are doing a lot of things consistently. And I've had to be creative with how we fit in some other things, but we keep our consistent routine with our morning time and our feast and our afternoon time. And that's been really helpful for my kids, I think. It's comforting. Kids like routine, but especially when life gets really crazy, that I like that routine even more. And so, there is no such thing as behind. I created the curriculum and the guides based on my experience of teaching multiple children over 20 years. But what happens in your family is what happens in your family. And that can kind of change the sequence of things and what you're doing. But as long as you keep moving forward and you keep reading living books and you keep narrating and you keep talking about the things that you're learning about and you keep building that family culture, that's all you need to be doing, especially when you're having a really hard time. And those seasons don't last forever. I think I shared this on the last Q&A call, but I'll tell it again in case y'all didn't hear it. But so when my oldest, who's a freshman in college, when she was in 7th grade, and so then her sister would have been in 5th grade, and then I had 3 children under the age of 4. We moved from South Carolina to Colorado, back to a different city in South Carolina, all in a 9-month time period. And of course, you can imagine who was doing all the work, packing and unpacking. And so it was insane. It was crazy. And honestly, we did not do very much school that year. It was like, okay, here's some math, here's some reading. Okay, maybe we'll fit in something else every once in a while. And okay, we're moving again, kids. And it was nuts. But my oldest, like I said, is a freshman now in college, and her sister is 16 and she's taking college classes. And you would never know that we had one year that was just pure crazy looking at where they are now, right? They were able to learn all the things they learn and pass their tests and make it into college and things like that. So, give yourself grace. It was a 9-month time period in their whole education, right? Again, and if you find yourself year after year, this kind of things are happening, right? Then it's like, okay, we really need to seriously look at what we're doing here. Maybe we need to let some things go. Maybe we need to change some things in our family, that kind of thing. So I don't want to get the impression that you can just kind of let things go all the time either. Different seasons have different needs and different amounts of grace that they need.